I have some milk, and we're going to crack in our eggs, and then we're going to mix the wet ingredients and marry it. Uh-oh.
I thought you said it was foolproof, Brad.
Here, I'll jump
Here's
in.
the garbage bowl, babe.
There we go. All right, so could you whisk that up for me real quick? And then, again, in this bowl, I have 6 cups of just store-bought pancake mix. So we're just going to marry the two together.
Pour it in?
Pour it in, yeah. So we're just making just a typical pancake batter. Now, if at home you have a pancake batter that is your go-to and you don't do store-bought, you can absolutely use that. Just make sure that you're filling your cake pans about 3/4 of the way up.
And you're doing 2 layers, Grant?
Yeah, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna bake 2 layers, and then I'm going to cut it into a few more layers. So then when you cut into the cake, it's gonna look like a stack of pancakes.
Oh,
I know, it's
love
really
that!
It's a great idea. Like,
It's adorable. It's gonna look like a stack of flapjacks.
Yeah. I have one down here that's already done.
Okay.
And then what you do is you just flip it out of here, and I want to show you that whenever I make a cake, I always put a little bit of parchment at the
My
bottom.
God, I always forget to peel it off.
I know.
I gotta pull it apart.
There've
I gotta
been-
refrost. It's a disaster.
There have been many times where I've made a cake and forgot to do that. and
Really?
it
You make
doesn't-
me feel so much
It doesn't
better.
turn out well.
Thank you.
So then that top piece, I'm just leveling it off because it's a little bumpy. So
It's
you
a
can
little
just,
hinky on top, right?
Yeah, you can just use that for a snack. And then what you have here is a giant pancake.
Adorable.
Isn't that cool?
so light and fluffy.
Yeah, look at that. Isn't it cool?
It's
Beautiful.
adorable. It's a
so-
baked pancake.
Now we're going to start with our frosting because we have to have frosting for a cake, right?
Right.
What goes better with pancakes than maple syrup? So we're going to make a maple.
Not a lot.
A maple cream cheese
Maple
frosting.
cream cheese.
Yum! Stop talking.
So-
to me.
We have some butter, some cream cheese, and we're just going to start to
Lock
mix
that
that
sucker.
up. Right, so I'm going to put in a little
Pre-soften
bit.
your butter, right?
Yeah, I have some softened cream cheese, some softened butter, and that just makes it mix together a lot quicker and smoother. That was just some maple syrup. And I've been using this a lot lately. It's maple extract, so it's just like a concentrated
gosh.
maple flavor. You just need a little bit of that. It goes a long way. If you don't have it at your grocery store, you can just use vanilla extract. But this is a
Gotcha.
nice way to infuse a lot of,
A
maple
lot of good
flavor.
maple flavor.
Exactly. And then you just put in a whole box of powdered sugar.
A whole box?
A whole box.
Wow, that's some sweet.
Yeah.
Woo! Mom's gonna be bouncing
likes
off
sweet.
the walls.
So you just mix that up.
Mix that up and then pop it down into your
Yeah, and this is
plastic
also a cool
pastry
tip
bag.
when you're putting icing into a pastry bag. I
That
just
is a
like to
cool
put
tip.
it into a little thing.
Something to give it a
Frees
little
up your hands
stability.
that way.
Yep, so it's
Yeah.
easier to spoon that in there. That's a great trick. And you can also use a plastic food storage bag and cut the tip off to make your own pastry bag if you don't have these little
Yeah.
plastic ones at home.
That's a great tip too. So now we just start layering. So you just take your frosting. I just like to layer it. You don't even have to like.
Yeah, they can't see
Try that hard.
what's in there,
Exactly.
so just go
So you just need, like,
all
one little layer.
wonky in there.
Look at
And you put on
that.
the next one.
Adorable!
And then we're gonna speed it up.
Ooh, you
Why
look
not?
crazy! Go crazy! Go crazy!
Look at me, Mom. And then you just keep on layering.
Gorgeous.
That's making
That-
me dizzy.
And then you keep on going, and eventually you get a cake that looks just like this.
Adorable.
So now we're gonna cut into it, and I'll show you. You can see the layers. It looks like a stack.
A stack of
pancakes.
pancakes!
And if Mom loves pancakes, she's gotta love
bacon!
bacon, right? Pancakes, and
Okay,
bacon.
that just blew